The Night of the Haunted. What did I just watch? The Night of the Haunted is a 2023 thriller movie that has to do with horror and mystery. The story starts off with an interesting plot where Alice, which is played by Camille, arrives with her colleague John, which is played by Jeremy Scippio, to an isolated gas station after attending a convention together. But she ends up finding herself in a dangerous situation with an unknown sniper with a hidden agenda. He ends up using her as a play toy, or should I say a plaything. In this video, I'll give a review on the movie and also be explaining the ending of the movie for those of you that have seen it but still have some unanswered questions. So Alice arrives at the store and finds out that the cashier woman had already been shot, but before she could escape, she's shot by the sharpshooter. Now, Alice has to find a way to survive and of course find out who this sharpshooter is and why he's after her life. And I saw the reason why in fact, all the scenes were being shot inside the convenience store. You know, sometimes if you're stuck in a place with little or less chance of escaping, you better pray that you're stuck in a place that you can utilize the items there for your own survival. And in Alice's case, she was lucky to be stuck in a convenience store. This is what I liked mostly about Alice's character. Like, she used the items in the store, utilized it for her survival. But sometimes you can't always count on luck. I'll honestly have to applaud the death scenes, which seemed quite intense and real at the same time. I mean, the death scenes were just nasty, including the injuries. The injuries seemed real at the same time too. And honestly, if I was stuck in Alice's case, I really don't know what my fate would be. Like, the sharpshooter shots were just so accurate. And honestly, I couldn't help but laugh at some of the death scenes. I know I shouldn't be laughing at it, but honestly, there was this particular death scene that made me laugh, especially like the scene where this old couple arrived at the gas station with their granddaughter Cindy. Like, I'm sorry for saying this, the way they died really made me burst into laughter. The movie has a duration of 1 hour and 35 minutes. Now, the movie did deliver well in the suspense. I mean, it delivered really well in the suspense. I was even left flabbergasted at some scenes, but I began to lose interest when the conversation between Alex and the sharpshooter became too long. I mean, the sharpshooter was just going on and on. He just kept on talking. His reason for doing what he did were just all over the place. And honestly, how long can you be trapped by a sharpshooter whose shots are just so accurate? It felt as if they were just trying to add more scenes to the movie to me. Now I'll be answering most of the questions those of you that viewed the movie have. Questions like, who was the sharpshooter? What happened to Alice? Did she die? Did she survive? And what happened to the little girl Cindy? So, for the first question, as I said before, when Alice came into the store, she saw that the cashier woman, Amelia, was already shot dead. I mean, the sharpshooter claimed that Amelia was his cheating wife. And while Alice and the sharpshooter were busy conversing through the walkie-talkie, it was obvious that he knew some things about her personal and work life. He also knew that Alice wasn't faithful to her husband. So the thought of the sharpshooter being her husband also came to mind. But that's highly unlikely. That's unlikely because I know that he knew about her work life too. He knew that Alice worked for a pharmaceutical company, and he also went ahead of accusing her of being able to do anything in order to climb through the ladder of success, even if it meant accusing a fellow co-worker wrongfully. So, could the sharpshooter be an ex-co-worker who was wrongfully accused by Alice? That too wasn't certain because another assumption came up. While Alice and the sharpshooter were busy conversing through the walkie-talkie, Alice finds a carton which was addressed to a man named Henry. In that carton, she finds Henry t-shirts, finds a book, also finds a picture in what appeared to be a man in a military uniform with his nephew. And guess what? Towards the ending of this movie, the sharpshooter also appeared to be in a military uniform. So, could the sharpshooter be Henry? You know what? I think the storyline mainly centered around the real identity of this sharpshooter. And you know what's frustrating? Even at the end of the movie, his identity wasn't even revealed. And this even led to the audience being hooked into the movie. It's mainly those facts that make the audience to keep on guessing and which made them wanting to know more, wanting to stay till the end of the movie. And after that, his identity wasn't even revealed. This became really frustrating for me. So the audience had to land at their own theory. So for the second question, the answer is yes. Alice died at the end of the movie after using the last bit of strength she had to save the little girl Cindy from the sniper. She used her last bit of strength to crush the sniper beneath a car lift, and she just died after the fatal injury she sustained. So for the third question, the little girl who is the only survivor of this movie, and I think she'll end up being traumatized after witnessing all those death scenes. She leaves the store and walks up through the highway, and probably someone's going to find her, and isn't that salvation? So I'll be giving this movie a 2 thumbs up. If you like this video, please do make sure to give me a like, subscribe, and feel free to lay down your thoughts in the comment section. See you next time.